What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another Roseville International Airport update for you guys, and this will be for the month of August 2024. Super excited to get into another KRVL Airport update for the summer of 2024. We're kind of getting close. This is the final update for the summer of 2024 as we're going to be approaching the fall season in September. So we got some very interesting movements right here, as per usual. We also got a couple of new models from Master Boxing 10 as well, so you should expect some models that are going to be coming in. So with that being said, I'm not going to waste further time. You know the drill. We're going to get started with Gate Alpha 1 and we're going to move from there. So with that being said, let's start off with our first aircraft at Gate Alpha 1. Alright, let's get started here at Gate Alpha 1 with this United Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This is in the Continental Globe livery with the new Spirit of United Tails, if you can see it right there. I'm not sure if you can really see it from this camera angle right there. But she had just arrived from Honolulu International Airport at 5:58 a.m., which is close to 6 o'clock in the morning. And clearly right now she's getting all like the cans and bags unloaded. And not sure what this fuel truck is doing right here. So yeah, not really quite sure what this fuel truck is doing here. Probably is getting filled up before the next flight. And then the pushback tug is connected right there. So yeah, really nice to have this model from NG. It's a nice route. Now United Airlines has been sending this route to SFO, from Honolulu to SFO to be exact. So I decided to use this aircraft, and yeah, been a while since I last used a 333 in this airport update. Not sure when was the last time I used it, but yeah, it's been a while. So there's that United 777-300ER here at Gate Bravo 1. She had just arrived from Honolulu. If I can like move over or scoot over like this. Next up, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9. This is in the Continental Globe livery as well. And let me try like make sure I get my angle focused like that. Okay, I think this should be okay. So she had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare International. Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Anyways, she had just arrived from Boston Logan International Airport at 9:46 p.m. So somewhere in the evening. And she's gonna be overnighting at its gate, and soon she'll be returning. Well, not really returning to Chicago O'Hare, but she'll be heading out to Denver International Airport. And she had just departed. Well, she departed out of Roseville. Or am I reading it? Oh wait, yeah, I'm kind of like reading the wrong flight number. So once again, she had just arrived at Boston Logan International Airport at 9:46 p.m. and she'll be heading out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport the next day at 7:12 a.m. So really nice to feature this aircraft as well. Of course, this is the NG version, and yeah, they did a Continental Globe livery aircraft. But Gemini did the Eva Blue version, which I do have in my collection. You should stay tuned for a mass unboxing for that model to appear. But I do have this beautiful Continental Globe United 737 MAX 9. Once again, she arrived from Boston Logan, and she's going to be making a departing flight for Chicago O'Hare the next day. Empty gate here at Gate Gate Alpha 3. Next up, at Gate what am I saying? Gate Alpha 4, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This is also in the Continental Globe livery, and she had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Excuse me. She had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare International Airport at 11:35 a.m. And soon she'll be making the departing flight for Denver International Airport, where she departed out of Roseville at 1:05 p.m. Not sure where the GSC equipment are for this aircraft, but I guess she's gonna be staying here for a bit and probably wait until the GSC arrives. Hopefully, it's not a delayed flight because of that. But anyways, here's this United 737-900ER Continental Globe. She arrived from Denver, and she'll be making not really. I was about to say returning flight, but this is not a returning flight. But she'll be making the departing flight for Denver International. Next up, we have this United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery with GE90 engines, and she had just arrived from Houston IAH George Bush Intercontinental Airport. She landed here in Roseville at 11:56 a.m. and currently right now, she's getting all like the cans and bags unloaded, and the pushback tug is currently there. Probably she'll be like going to like the remote stand for a bit where she'll just be resting, and probably she's like, I think it's soon going to be heading to an international destination. Not sure which international destination it is, but it's speculated it could be an international destination. But really nice to have this model from NG Models. Once again, this is like, I think this could be one of my first 777s I have in my collection. So really nice to feature this aircraft in this month's airport update. And overall, I think NG Models did a wonderful job on this model right here. Next up, we have this United Airlines Airbus A319 in the Evil Blue livery. This is by Gemini Jets, and she had just arrived from Denver International Airport. And let's say she arrived from Denver at kind of like around 8:30 a.m. So somewhere around in the morning. So this is the morning flight for this aircraft right there. And yeah, once again, this is a Gemini Jet model right there. So really glad to have this. It's a 2020 release from Gemini, and yeah, really glad to have this. The mold, I mean, it's questionable from like to some collectors about this mold in particular, but I think Gemini Jets did a good job. It's not really as accurate to like the real life counterpart, but other than that, it does get the job done. So clear right now, kind of like waiting on the bag cart to like come to the aircraft right there. It's gonna be moving forward. The aft area is done, and the pushback tug is connected. So once again, this United A319 in the Eva Blue livery arrived from Denver International, and let's say she departed for the returning flight to Denver International somewhere around 9:15 a.m. So really nice that United Airlines is working on that beautiful Denver service from United. I think I mentioned a couple of months back that United really pushed hard on the Denver service. I think there were like 4 Denver routes on one update on my Roseville Airport update that I did. So really cool to utilize the Denver route right there. So once again, there is the United A319 Eva Blue. And speaking of A319, we do have a new model right here. So this is a new model, and this is its first debut. It's going to be the Delta Airlines Airbus A319. So my United A319 is not alone, as I do have this Delta, and I also have the Spirit one too. So this Delta A319 had just arrived from Salt Lake City International Airport, and she arrived here in Roseville at 9:17 a.m. So that's the morning flight for that aircraft, and she'll be making the return flight to SLC, where she departed out of Roseville at 10:27 a.m. So really nice that Delta Airlines is utilizing that Salt Lake City route. They use the 737s and sometimes the E175s, but I'm not sure what happened to that. I'm talking about like the Salt Lake City route to Sacramento. They would sometimes use the E175s. I think that's rarely, but mainly they would use the A320, A319, and the 737-800 sometimes. Maybe they might throw in a 737-900, but currently right now, the aircraft is currently getting loaded up right here. Bags are being loaded, catering is getting service, and the fuel truck is right there, fueling up the aircraft. And once again, she'll be heading to Salt Lake City for the returning flight. So that's your A319 right there, and I think Edgy Miles did a good job. And I also do want to mention that this is not the first release A319 I have, as you saw in Master Boxing 10. This is actually a second iteration A319 from NG. I'll go into further explanation on a future Master Unboxing on why I got the second iteration of this aircraft. But let's just say that this is the first release since I unboxed the Delta A319 on Master Unboxing. It was not Master Unboxing 12, sorry. It was Master Unboxing 12. So yeah, you should stay tuned for a future Master Unboxing on why I ended up getting this model, the second iteration of the Delta A319. So very nice to feature this Delta A319, and really nice that she's making its debut here at Roseville International. We'll be moving on to our taxiing aircraft right there. So here we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8, and she had just arrived from Baltimore, Maryland, so Baltimore Washington International Airport, and she had just arrived in Roseville at 9:44 a.m. So really nice to feature this aircraft right there. Now, this is the first iteration of the United MAX 8. There is a second iteration of the aircraft right there, and honestly, it does look better than this first iteration. I mean, yes, there are some problems with this Gemini model, this model. As you can see, one of them is the 18 winglet, and there's a couple of rocket ship engines, but I can't really complain. I think Gemini Jets did an okay job on the first iteration, but I'm super excited to get the second iteration of this model in particular. So that is the United 737 MAX 8. Once again, she arrived from Baltimore, Maryland. And we also have a new model right here. As you can see, here she is in all of its glory. This is the Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Sky Team livery. And she had just arrived from Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, and she landed here in Roseville somewhere in the evening at 11:42 p.m. So it's really awesome to finally feature this Sky Team model in my collection. I've been wanting to have a Sky Team model for a very long time. I have never had a Sky Team model at all, so this is my first time having a Sky Team aircraft, and really nice to start this off with my Delta 737-800. This is an August 2020 release, so 4 years in the making since this aircraft was released. So tells you how long it has been for this particular plane, and I think NG Models did a wonderful job on this model right here. So This is a model that was also featured in Mass Unboxing 12 as well, so really nice to finally have a SkyTeam 737-800. Next up, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER, currently here docked up at gate Alpha 9. And she had just arrived from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, where she landing here in Roseville at 10:44 a.m. And she'll be departing back to MSP, where she departed out of Roseville at 4:31. Sorry about that. So here we go. So she departed out of Roseville, heading back to MSP at 12:31 p.m. So really nice to feature the MSP routes. I think it's been a while since I last used that MSP route, but they do fly to MSP from RVL. So they're using the 739 for that flight right there. And currently right now, the aircraft is getting catering service and the fuel truck is currently loading the fuel for the returning flight to MSP. We got a couple of empty gates right there. So here's the empty gate at gate Alpha 10. And then we're going to move on to gate Alpha 11 with this Air Canada Express Bavarian CRJ 900. And yeah, docked up here at gate Alpha 11 once again. And of course, she arrived from Vancouver International Airport. This is the afternoon flight, so this is one out of the 2 daily flights that Air Canada uses. So she landed here in Roseville at 3:12 p.m. and she will soon be returning to Vancouver, where she departed out of Roseville at 4:31 p.m. 4:30 around that time. So yeah, really nice to feature the Air Canada CRJ 900, and overall, they've been working on that route, I'll say. They've been working on that Vancouver route alongside the Toronto route for the 8-20. So real nice to see this effort right there from Air Canada right there. So once again, the Air Canada CRJ 900 had just arrived from Vancouver International. We're going to be moving on to our departing plane. So we're going to get started right here with this Delta Connection Embraer E175. Very nice model, and yeah, can't thank Gemini Jets enough. I'm not sure why it keeps, sometimes I would say thank you Gemini Jets, but it's a model that we've been requesting for all of our collections right there. And yeah, kind of close to a year since this model was released. Anyways, she arrived from, if I can try to look at the flight schedule route. Yeah, well, she's actually going to be departing. So she'll be departing for Los Angeles International Airport, KLAX, and she departed out of Roseville at 9:13 a.m. So this is our morning departure right there of this aircraft. And yeah, really nice to feature this Delta E175. And yeah, really nice workhorse for the regional fleet for Delta. So really nice to see this here at RVL right there. Once again, Delta E175 heading to LAX. And next up, we have this beautiful United Airlines Airbus A321neo. And of course, she's also going to be departing soon. So she'll be departing for Chicago O'Hare. And she departed out of Roseville at 11:47 a.m. So this will be the morning flight for this aircraft right there. So really nice to also feature this United A321neo as well. This also came from Mass Unboxing. Actually, I was thinking Mass Unboxing 12, but I think maybe it was Mass Unboxing 12. Yeah, it was Mass Unboxing 12. So really nice to have this United A321neo, and it's a really pivotal asset for my United collection. I already seen an A321neo already from United, but I never got a good picture of it. So hopefully that will come in the future. But once again, this United A321neo will be heading out to Chicago O'Hare, currently number 1 for departure. There's something on those aircraft right there that I'll go into in a minute. So we're gonna get into that in a brief moment, but we're gonna end it off for this video clip with this Air Canada Airbus A220-300 currently getting towed to gate Alpha 12, and yeah, she's just getting towed. Probably she's going to be heading out to not Vancouver, that's the CRJ 900, but she'll soon be heading out to Toronto soon, somewhere around close to 10 o'clock or 9:30ish. So once again, this Air Canada A220-300 is currently getting towed out of the RON spot or overnight stand, and she'll be parked here at gate Alpha 12, as you can see right there. So that is it for pretty much at the terminal. We got 2 more aircraft to cover, and we're going to conclude this airport update from there. So without being said, let's move on to the next clip so I can talk about these 2 aircraft. And now we get into the fun part for this airport update. So as you can see, there are 2 United aircraft. One is a 737-900ER and one is a 777-200ER. Now, these are all diverted flights. Now, August saw 2 diversions of United aircraft, so I did get to see 2 United Airlines diversions. One of them was very, very unexpected. So we're gonna get started with the aircraft on the left, which is this United 737-900ER in the Evo Blue livery. The fire trucks are behind this aircraft just to check on its engines. Now, this is a medical emergency. She originally was going to be heading to SFO after coming in from Vancouver International. She was scheduled to arrive at SFO at 9:14 a.m. However, because of like a medical problem from one of the passengers or maybe the crew, this aircraft had to divert to Roseville International, well, Sacramento International in real life. And yeah, I kind of like she departed somewhere around, well, divert here somewhere around like 9:25 a.m. So really cool to catch this diversion right here. Well, I didn't got like a picture. I did see this aircraft while I was working, that diverted flight, and yeah, also saw like fire trucks behind it, so I want to replicate that right here. So once again, this United 739 diverted from Vancouver, and well, she originally was going to be heading to SFO after coming in from Vancouver. And yeah, I think they're gonna deplane the passengers, and yeah, kind of like solve this issue before they get the aircraft back on the skies again. I don't think it'll be like within a couple of days, but within a couple of hours. But on that, really cool to see this diverted flight. So once again, this United 739 diverted from Vancouver. Originally, she was going to be heading to SFO. Now, as for the second diversion, this is even more special as we do have a wide-body diversion. This United 777-200ER in the Evo Blue livery was originally going to be heading to Leonardo da Vinci Airport after she departed out of San Francisco. However, because there was a problem with the aircraft's number 2 engine, she had to divert here to Roseville International because of that. So, yeah, currently right now, I think the passengers will soon be deplaning, and I think they're going to have to inspect that number 2 engine. Now, I did see this aircraft at Sacramento during that week, so I also seen it at work the entire time while I was working, like during my work days. I did see this aircraft the entire time, so it was really cool to actually catch this. So yeah, there's this United 777-200 now. Because there was a number 2 with like a problem with the aircraft's number 2 engine, this aircraft, I think there were reports that there was fire coming out of that engine, and apparently like she's gonna be remaining here overnight for a couple of days. So yeah, until they get a new engine placed in the aircraft. In real life, when this aircraft diverted to Sacramento, that aircraft stayed for 5 days. So that aircraft diverted on Tuesday, and then she departed out of Sacramento on a Sunday of that week. I think it was like, I'm guessing third week of August is when that happened. So it was really cool to actually see another United 777 diversion at Sacramento. Really rare to get a 777 at SMF. They don't really like, I think the largest aircraft that, like the largest wide body or just largest aircraft scheduled flight would come here to Sacramento is a Hawaiian AC-30. So getting a 777 at Sacramento is very rare. So really cool to see a 777 at SMF from United Airlines, and it was also really cool to see this diverted flight again. So yeah, well, I've seen a 777 diversion from United already, but it's really cool to see another one at Sacramento. So once again, this United 777-200ER originally was going to be heading to Rome, Leonardo da Vinci Airport, after like departing from San Francisco. Because of the aircraft's number 2 engine, that's the problem. She diverted to Roseville until this aircraft gets its new engine. So that's it for this month's airport update, August 2024. And yeah, I got a couple things to say before we conclude today's video. So do want to like jump into like the conclusion portion. So without being said, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this, or I could just talk about it right now. Hopefully my storage does not end up being like full during this process. So hope you guys enjoyed this month's airport update. I know it was like I'm not really like rushing or anything. But yeah. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this month's airport update. Sorry if it took a while for me to say, but yeah, really nice movements for KRVL with all these Uniteds and a couple of new models, Delta Airlines, and some diverted flights. Once again, I already mentioned those 2 flights that diverted. Now, yeah, but other than that, the month of August did go strong for KRVL, and overall, that's what we love to see. And yeah, before we end today's video, I do want to talk about this month. So August, just like July, I was really on the gutter. I didn't really have much time to make a few videos. I haven't really got started on a couple of videos. I was in like a very big backlog. I think August, in my opinion, is way worse than July because of so much inactivity I had on YouTube. I don't know what happened, but of course I had work and all the other stuff I need to do. So yeah, that prompted to like delay all like these various videos. I mean, I was able to get at least a couple of videos down for August, but just a lot of videos. I didn't really have much time. I think the Museum of Flight video is one of them. That'll be uploaded in September instead. So yeah, that's that. And as for like content for September, I hope September is a lot better. I'm planning on adding some airliners, and hopefully I can get started on those EVA Air flight reports soon, as well as my flight reports from Airliners International 2024. So hopefully that's in the works as soon as possible, basically. And yeah, that's it for that. That was for this airport update. I decided to go for a handheld airport update because I was on a time crunch. I'm currently recording this on the last week of September. Not last week of September. We're moving on to September, but the last week of August. And I was so like I didn't really have much time to make this airport update for you guys. Like somewhere around like second week or first week of August because of how busy I was. So hopefully I can do more handheld airport updates in the future. I think this is a more efficient method. Just hope my storage does not end up being full because I record a lot of videos. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy this handheld airport update, and hopefully I can do more. And what do you think of this, guys? Should I do more handheld airport updates or just like tripod mounted airport updates? Because I think this is a lot more better, and I think it's more time efficient to say the least. So yeah, that is it for today's video. So once again, a nice update for August 2024. So yeah, continuing on with the KRVL Airport updates as we head into the fall season. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And if you want to see more of my airport updates for Roseville, then you can click on that playlist, and you can see all my airport updates from there. So from the start of the airport updates, which was back in like 2022, to now. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna end this frame with these diverted flights, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.